All right. Everyone's talking about tall things. I'm a Muslim. I like tall buildings. You have no idea how much I was waiting to say that out loud. Right. In the words of my high school gym teacher, let's talk about sex. I like men. I like looking at them. I like talking to them. I don't like to have sex with men. I do like having sex with women, but I don't like them. So I guess that makes my sexual orientation Republican. Oh, she's getting this now? That's why I'm single. By the time women understand what I'm saying, I'm already gone. A lot of people do not know that. I came to the US from Germany because I was looking for a better standard of racial discrimination. I am not disappointed so far. But I love America. Land of the brave, home to the most sinister airline passengers in the world. And I know that for a fact because I work in the aviation industry. I'm a flight attendant. Okay, no one's getting a life jacket if this shit goes down. None of you are clapping, I need respect. It's a good profession. I'm not sure if she's laughing on the last joke or this one. She's just completely out of sync. Yeah, but I love the Americans. I meet some of the best people on their worst behavior. I remember this flight. We were going to Florida, unfortunately. And this woman walks up and sees me as one of her flight attendants, greeting her. She goes back to my pilot and tells her, "Excuse me, sir, can you have the gentleman removed from the aircraft? I'm too scared to fly with him." This is my southern accent. Hey, I'm not from here. That's the best you're gonna get. And my captain is like, "No, you cannot." He was Chinese. Cherry told me not to do any racist jokes, but I have a problem with authority. You have a good laugh. But we gave her a couple of options. She could either fly with me, or she could take the next flight, which was in 24 hours to Florida, not a long time. In like 2 seconds, she goes like, no, now she's okay to fly with me. And I was staring at her all throughout the flight thinking, what is this Karen is all about? Her need to be in Florida exceeded her need to be alive. So during the flight, she felt a little awkward because I was making her that way. You know how difficult it is for me not to slip something in her drink? Alright, so now we are in the aircraft. I'm passing by, she stops me and asks me where I'm from. I was like, New York. She goes like, no, where are you from? Brooklyn. Which I was totally lying. I was living in New Jersey at the time, but who the fuck wants to admit that? So I understood what she was asking me. And I said, ma'am, I'm from Pakistan. And she goes like, I knew you're from somewhere. This is not exactly a disguise, right? And then she told me that, oh, Pakistan, isn't that the place where they found Osama bin Laden? I was like, yes. So she said, well? I was like, well, what? Did you know him? I was like, yes. He was gay. He used to like me. We used to like to play hide and seek. Mostly he was seeking me. Okay, there's something going on. Is there another show going on that side? You guys are in a Microsoft meeting or something? It's so quiet. Anyway, so sometimes I meet these interesting people also when we are on our layovers. Layovers is when we take a flight to a city, we spend the night there. What we do in that night, I can't tell you. What we go out the next morning. So I was in Kansas City. And it was a beautiful hotel. Where I come from, there are not a lot of painters, so they had very nice paintings on the wall, and I was taking pictures of those. This dude walks up to me and says, are you taking these to send it back to ISIS? Yes. I said, why are you asking? He said, me and my friends are wondering, but what the hell you're doing taking these pictures? And I was like, everybody knows. Everybody knows, and now I'm going to tell you. It's not me and my friends are wondering. It's my friends and I are wondering, you racist dudes. It's supposed to be your mother tongue. But I understand why all such things happen with me. I mean, look at my face. My face will remind you of 9/11. It will. And my accent will remind you of 7/11. And no matter how hard I try dressing up well, I always end up looking like an Uber driver. So I have the trifecta of terror. So such a response is obviously normal. I want to talk about something about my family. Would you want to know about that, or do you want to know about my love life?
Love life.
Love life doesn't exist. I'm now feeling like a complete human being. Now that I started going to a therapist. After my breakup, that is. And I'll tell you about my ex. But I wanted to tell you about my therapist first. So during our conversation, this is like a 60-year-old lady, I mentioned something about body count. And she's a relationship therapist in the 21st century, and she turned up and asked me, "What's that?" Okay, I can't complete this joke, but what I was trying to say that I stopped the therapy at that moment and I said, "Okay, let's talk about your issues." Because obviously you haven't had sex in a long time, and she started crying. So I don't know what I was doing, but we had a breakthrough. Just before I leave, a lot of people ask me why and how I got into a breakup. It was like how's that funny? It's like my girlfriend and I started to think that we need to spice up our sex life. So she played the role of the horny housewife waiting on the plumber. And I played the role of the husband who was never around. Alright guys, thank you very much. This is my time. I'm going to play on behalf of